what's up, fellow drummers? It's Mark here again from Smith & Trump Music Arts Collective, and I'm bringing you just a little short one on our hi-hat technique. This one's called the push-pull. If you haven't heard of it, I'm going to explain it a bit to you. It's about two movements called the push and the pull. I like to call the push the throw. So what you're doing is you're throwing your stick down horizontally against the hi-hats, using the whole shoulder of the stick to give you a full sound, and then snapping your fingers back and getting the tip to strike the hi-hats, and then rebounding back up to a start position, and then repeating this motion. So I'm going to show you that motion. Obviously there's a whole bunch of different ways. I started using the push-pull, not knowing I was using the push-pull actually. When I was playing a lot of punk rock and stuff, I needed to save energy because the up and down stroke would obviously fatigue my wrist after a while. So it's a very cool technique to use, which I came across with experience. It's very simple to get into, but can be a bit tricky when we start syncopating with our snare drum and our bass drum against the push-pull pattern, which makes it a bit tricky. But cool, so let's have a look at that. I'm just going to start off with just showing you how we get the sound, and also we want a nice loose hi-hat sound. So let's take a look at that. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have some hi-hats. Awesome stuff. Nice, like 14-inch hi-hats. Very cool. Okay, cool. Now we need the sticks. Oh, cool. Got sticks. Awesome. Okay, so here we go. Here are hi-hats. Okay, so let's try this push-pull. What's happening is our stick's coming down for the first action. Striking abreast. And then say we're doing it in 8-note subdivisions. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 time. 1 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 4 and. Okay, that's the push or the throw down. Stick abreast the hi-hats, using the shoulder of the stick, getting the full sound of the hi-hats. Okay, so what we do with the pull is when we're striking with the push, we're using our fingers to kind of flick back to get the tip in to rebound back up. And that's the push-pull technique on the hi-hats. Let's take it to the kit. Okay, cool. So here we are behind the drum kit. Now we're going to apply the hi-hats with the other drums involved. So what we're doing is the push-pull. Notice how my hi-hats are nice and loose. They're not tight closed. That's just terrible. So it's all about sounding good. So your approach, when you wanted to concentrate on your approach and how you sound. Let's get in there. Nice. Okay, straight groove. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a simple up and down stroke without applying the push-pull. Straight, not using the push-pull, just up and down strokes, using only the shoulder. It has its place. Okay, so it's not wrong. It also sounds good if you want to use that type of stroke. Okay, so let me go and just use the tip. So that was just with the tip. Also giving you a different sound, another option to use. Now I'll do the push-pull. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through all three of them, starting with just the up-down stroke, then tip, and then push-pull at the end. adds a bit of groove, adds a bit of feel, can make it sound different. It's just another way of looking at a hi-hat technique, the push-pull. Also, if you want to play a bit faster, it helps with saving energy. So also you're not stressing yourself out and fatiguing yourself by playing all like fast. Like. It allows you to relax a bit doing that fast. The same technique can be applied to the right cymbal using that same feel. I use it as much as I can. 2 reasons. It's efficient and it can sound good as well. Okay, cool, and that's it. That's a push-pull applied to the hi-hats, ride, wherever you want to apply it. Use it, don't use it. The sound's in your hands, guys. So it's just a different way of looking at how we can play our drums and getting them to sound good. Cool, man. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.